Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Mr. Belk. I have the last topic we're going to talk about with probability, and then we're going to move on into talking just a little bit about statistics before our year will end soon here in May for you guys. So congratulations. But let's go ahead and start talking about permutations and combinations. Okay, both of these are just ways that you can count. They're really like counting techniques. And maybe you think, okay, well, I know how to count perfectly well. It's not always counting numbers from 1 to 10 or 1 to 100 or something. Sometimes counting things can be a little bit more complicated than that. And these are two different ways you can count things, and I'll try to explain them to you, and then we'll do some examples. Okay, so first of all, with permutations, they are different arrangements of a group of objects where order is important. So what that means is that different orders of arrangements are considered different arrangements. And let me show you a simple example where that would happen. So let's say we've got A, B, and C. So 3 letters, or you can think about them as 3 objects or whatever. But we're going to have 3 objects. And let's say we're going to figure out how many ways we can arrange these 3 objects into groups of 2. So choosing just 2 letters out of the 3 letters. And this is where order is important, okay? Where the different order would be a different combination. I guess that's not the right word to use. It would be a different permutation. So the first one you could do is you could do A and B. And since order is important, B and A would be a different arrangement. And then the next one you could do is you could do B and C. And again, since order is important, you could do C and B. That would be a different arrangement. And then choosing the last 2 that we haven't paired together yet, we could choose A and C. And then again, we can flip it and choose that, and we could flip it, and that would be a different arrangement, it would be C and A. So how many ways can we arrange A, B, and C, these letters, into groups of 2 letters? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6. Okay, and what you can do, and there's a formula for doing this, since we're going to get into here in a little bit doing larger numbers than this. You're not going to want to go through and count everything by hand, but in this one you could because there's only 6. But let me show you how you would use your calculator for this. What this is this is a permutation, so that's going to be important, and that's because I told you that. And really what we just did, the abbreviation for it would be 3 total, and then P since it's a permutation. So the first one is your total, and then the middle one you put permutation or combination, and then the second number that you put is the amount that is the number of or groups that you're arranging them into, or the number per group. So we had 3 total letters, A, B, and C, and we're arranging them into groups of 2 or pairs. So you can, and then the way you would type this in is you would type it in as 3P2 on your calculator. But don't just type in P on your home screen. There's an option for this. Okay. The best thing to do is put 3 first, and then we're going to go find the P part on your calculator. So you just go to Math, and you got to scroll over to Probability, and then there's an NPR and an NCR. And then while you're doing this, just make sure the easy way to keep this straight, your 2 numbers straight, is the biggest number will always go first. If you don't put the biggest number first, your calculator will give you an error, or I think it actually will come out as 0. So put 3 first, do NPR, and then put 2. And it will spit out, not a coincidence, that it's 6. That's the number that we counted. So let's take the same situation and apply that to combinations now, and then we'll do a few other examples to try to help. Because this is what can get confusing, is when is it a combination or when is it a permutation? That's the hard part. So a combination. A combination is a different arrangement of a group of objects where order is important. I'm sorry, that is a typo. It should be where order is not important, because permutations is where order is important. This is where order is not important. What that means is that when you arrange these objects into a different group, and again, I'll use the same example with A, B, and C. So we start with these 3 letters, A, B, and C. Let's arrange them into different groups, okay? So let's say we're going to use A and B, okay? And then you want to try to go use B and A, but in this situation, since order does not matter, A and B would be the same group as B and A. And this is all abstract without a hard concrete examples, so it may not make any sense yet. But all you need to know for this point is that order is not important here. Okay, order does not matter. Order does not make a different situation. And then you can group B and let's do. Oh, we did A and B. I guess we can do B and C. So B and C, and then again you want to try to flip them around, but C and B is the same as B and C. And the last one you can put A and C together, but C and A would be the same thing. Okay. And then what this notation would be, it'd still be 3 total, choosing 2. You would just put a C in between. So you're going to do that same basically as you would on your as you did last time, just with a C. So it'll be 3, and then scroll over to probability, and then you're going to choose NCR, and then 2, and it will spit out 3. So how many combinations do we have there? 3. Okay. Let's go talk about some actual situations now. Not just with A's and B's. With the real world examples, it should make a little bit more sense. So let's start with the first one. The first, we'll do 2 or 3 of these, or actually we may do all of these just to help a little bit. But let's talk about it here. So state if each scenario involves a permutation or a combination. Let's start with number 1. So all we're doing for these first 4 is we're saying, is this a permutation? Is this a combination? Number 1. This is a team of 8 basketball players needs to choose a captain and a co-captain. And what you need to decide is order going to be important? So order is important. And then order is not important for the combinations. So let's talk about this for number 1. This one is going to be a permutation, and I'll talk about why. So that just means order is important because if you choose a captain, he can't be your co-captain. And then if you flip the captain and the co-captain, that's a different situation. What you should do for all of these is flip them and then see if you come up with a different situation. So let's say, John is a captain and Sam is a co-captain. If you flip them and Sam was the captain and John is the co-captain, that's a different situation. So that means that it's a permutation. All right, let's talk about Rob and Mary. So Rob and Mary are planning trips to 9 countries this year. There are 13 countries they would like to visit, and they're deciding which countries to skip. So that's important. So obviously, if you're planning vacations, the order that you do it in will be different. But they are trying to decide which countries to skip. So there's 9 countries this year. That means they're going to skip 4 of them. And the order that they skip them in would not be important. If they skip countries A, B, C, and D, that's the same as if they skip them in a different order. Okay? So what that means is that this is going to be a combination. Because the switching the order, so let's say the 4 countries they decide to skip are Canada, Mexico, Russia, and I don't know, the United Kingdom. Regardless of what order they skip them in, they're still skipping them. It doesn't matter the order that those countries are listed in. Okay? Now let's talk about number 3, the batting order for 7 players on a 12-person team. So that is important because order will be important here is because the order that you put them in will make a different batting lineup. So if John bats first and Sam bats second, that's different than Sam batting first and John batting second. Okay, so this would be a permutation because order does matter there. And the last one, it says there are 45 applicants for 3 computer programmer positions. I'm going to say that that would be a combination. I guess you could technically argue it if they're different positions or whatever, but if they're the same position, because I guess it doesn't mention that they're different positions. They're just 3 of the computer programmer positions. Then the order that you choose them in would not make a different situation. So if applicant A, B, and C gets chosen, that would be the same as applicant C, B, and A getting chosen. They're all 3 chosen, regardless of the order that they get chosen in. Let's do a couple of examples with numbers down here, and I'll again show you how to use your calculator for it. All right, so Castell and Joe are planning to go on trips to 3 countries this year. There are 7 countries they would like to visit. One trip will be 1 week long, another 2 days, and the other 2 weeks. So think about that. So since these different trips are different lengths, and they'll obviously have to be at different times, there are several different ways that you could choose this. So the order of that does matter because one would be a week long, one would be 2 days, and one would be 2 weeks long. Okay, and now, so that means that you want this to be a permutation. If I can draw. And then all you have to do now is take the big number and put it in front. See, deciding the permutation and combination is the hard part, and then they're choosing 3 of them, so you put the small number second. So you do 7p3. And if you do that real quick on your calculator, we'll get 210. Okay, we'll go on and do a couple more. So let's go look at number 6. It says there are 110 people at a meeting, and they each shake hands with everyone else, and wants to know how many handshakes there were. So the first thing you want to decide before you think about the numbers, is this a permutation or combination? Well, the order in which you shake people's hands will not make a difference, because it just wants to know how many handshakes were there. It doesn't ask you if it said, hey, how many possibilities or how many different orders could you shake people's hands in. That would be different than this situation. This just wants to know how many total handshakes there were. That doesn't matter what order they happened in. Okay, so this is going to be a combination where order does not matter. And you take the big number, 110, and then you're like, there's no other number in the problem. Well, people are shaking hands, and typically in a handshake there's only 2 people. So do 110, and then go find your C, and do 2. And that would tell you there was, running out of room, 5,995 handshakes. So almost 6,000. Okay. All right, let's do 2 more. So number 7, you were setting the combination on a 3-digit lock. You want to use the numbers 1, 2, 3, but don't care what order they are in. Okay, so that just means that you can use 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, any combination of those 3 numbers. That's, I guess, again, combination is not a good word. Any arrangement of those 3 numbers, but since order, it says you don't care what order they're in, but that doesn't technically mean that it's a combination because this person doesn't care. But what that means is that the order that these numbers in would be a different situation, because 1, 2, 3 would be a different lock or a different password or whatever than 3, 2, 1. So order may not matter to him, but the order still would make a different situation. So this is a permutation. And you're going to choose, you're setting a combination from a 3-digit lock. All right, so since there are 3 digits, this one's going to be a little bit different. Since there are 3 digits, you have 3 total, and then you want to use the numbers 1, 2, 3. So you're also only choosing 3 numbers from it. Okay, so then when you do 3P3, oops, oh, that's not right. I got to use the P. Don't use NCR. It'll tell you how many different combinations you can get. 6, and you could probably count those out by hand. There's 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 3, 1, 2, and you would come up with 6 different arrangements there. Okay, let's talk about the last one, and then we'll be done. So, group of 25 people are going to run a race. The top 8 finishers advance to the finals. So this is what this wants to know is this is talking about the top 8 people that are advancing to the finals. Certainly, the order in which people finish would matter to the people running, but because the first place would win, the second place, we get second place. But this is just talking about the top 8 people go to the finals. So how many different finals could there be? I wish it kind of added that phrase, but I'm assuming that's what it's asking. Okay, so the order would not be important. It's gonna be a combination. The order would not be important for the top 8 people that are advancing to the finals. Okay, and you always do large number first. There's 25. You're choosing 8 finalists out of it, not necessarily randomly, but this just wants to know how many combinations that there are. So this isn't, what we're doing today at least is not about calculating probabilities, but it's about seeing how many possible outcomes for a situation there are. So we're going to see how many possible outcomes there would be for this. So I got to, make sure you put 25 first. So 25, and then math, and then this is NCR, and we're choosing 8 finalists. So you come out with a lot of situations here. Let me see if I can write that down. Well, I guess I won't write it. So we got 10 million. Oh, nope. We've got 1 million, 81,575. Okay, so a bunch of different outcomes there. All right. And then for your assignment today, I've got a picture attached to LMS, and it's problems that are just like these. So I think you guys will do well. Make sure you keep permutation and combination straight, and everything else, you guys, I think, will be doing fine.